A viral video of a woman in China shows her getting the blood sucked out of her as part of a therapeutic practice called wet cupping. Hello, what is up? You have just tuned in to InformOverload. If this is your first time here, welcome to I.O., where we talk about everything weird going on in the world. If you came here to see the video, don't fret, it's posted down below in the description of this video. But if you want to know what's actually going on in the video, stay tuned. I will explain everything. Does anyone else cringe when you hear the term wet cupping? I don't feel like wet cupping accurately describes this practice, but anyways. If you haven't heard of wet cupping before, here's a crash course. It's a therapeutic remedy practiced in many parts of the Muslim world. A person lies on their back while someone holds a cup to their back. Heat suction is created holding a flame to the cup, and I guess the suction creates blood circulation. It also brings blood through the skin and puts the blood in the cup. The cup is then removed, and then small incisions are made using a cupping scalpel. Gross, right? Why would anyone do this? It sounds like something you'd see in a medieval dungeon as a method of torture. Well, that's because it was a medical practice common in the 1700s. The human body contains about 5 liters of blood. If you're just chilling and not doing any crazy physical activity, all that blood is pumped around your body in just 1 minute. Excessive blood loss is now known to be detrimental to human survival, and our bodies prevent excessive blood loss by clotting. So back in the day, and by back in the day I mean as early as 3,000 years ago, blood loss was actually considered to be beneficial to human health. Ancient Egyptians' use of wet cupping was documented in one of the oldest medical textbooks ever, Ebers Papyrus. Similar methods were even used in ancient Chinese medicine. Surgeons performed a procedure called bloodletting, where they actually thought that a surplus in blood was bad for you. There was a time when a fever was thought to be a result of too much blood, so getting rid of it was supposed to make you better again. Which is crazy because you need the blood to make you better, it's vital to life. Live leeches were even used for bloodletting between 1830 and 1850. Okay, so wet cupping is actually a derivative of those practices. It was used commonly in the 1700s. Basically what it does is it stimulates blood flow to affected areas faster than your body would do it on its own. No one knows whether it actually has any medical benefits, and it has been characterized as a pseudoscience. It is thought to be a pain remedy, but I think more than anything, its health benefits are a result of the placebo effect. Make a person think they are getting better, and they'll likely get better in the process. So is it safe? Yeah, it should be safe as long as someone trained is doing the practice. However, you can't really go to like wet cupping school. So how you would be trained in that practice is not really certain. Wet cupping is usually performed unsupervised by someone with no medical background. It has strongholds in traditional Persian medicine in Iran. People who have a strong interest in it are usually very religious, and it's actually a way to seek purification. The first documented uses of wet cupping in Muslim countries was used in the teaching of the Islamic prophet Muhammad, and that's why it's still practiced in Muslim countries today. So now that I've told you what wet cupping is, you probably think, why would anyone do this? Well, the crazy thing is there's actually a lot of people in the Western world who use this practice, including Michael Phelps. Michael made his Rio debut with a bunch of purple circles on his back from the technique. These circles are marks left by the cup during the procedure. It is used in the sports world by several notable sports celebrities. Why is this bad? Well, they're kind of normalizing this extremely outdated medical method. Someone might hear, oh, Michael Phelps does this amazing traditional therapy, they've done it for 3,000 years, I think I'm gonna do that too. Michael Phelps does it, it must be good for you. Okay, so just because something is old as shit, that doesn't make it good for you. Even acupuncture is a form of traditional Chinese medicine that's also now thought to be a pseudoscience. Its medical benefits are attributed to the placebo effect, which basically means if you think it's working, then you might get better. There is a lot of research out there to suggest that placebo can have an actual measurable effect on the physiological changes in the brain. A placebo can change your heart rate, blood pressure, and chemical activity, all from making your brain think that you're getting better. So should you try wet cupping, which is basically a placebo? Probably not. I think it's best you find a placebo that's not as gross. Try sugar pills. Those don't involve making incisions and holding a flaming hot suction cup to your back. Alright guys, it is comment time with Charlotte. Comment time with Charlotte. Midnight Panda said, who's been working at I.O. longer, you or Jared? Hi Panda, you must be new. I've been at I.O. since March, Jared just started in August. Next comment comes from Oswaldo Juarez. I think that's how you pronounce that. Charlotte, what will happen to you if you saw a clown around your house? I'd probably cry. Actually, yeah, that's probably what I would do, I think. Gaming with Matt said, I have a question for your next vid. Ever had a vision of you falling off a building? Yeah, I think most people have had like dreams about that at some point. I always wake up before I hit the ground though. You know, they say that if you actually hit the ground in your dream, you die. But I don't know if that's true. Anyways guys, that is all for now, and I'll see you all in another video.